Hey guys, it's Larry Greenberg, and today I'm here to talk to you about Darktide Tees. Darktide Tees is a t-shirt company which makes historic and Gothic inspired t-shirts. They use a special digital printing process which basically involves printing an image from their computer using a giant printer directly onto a t-shirt. And instead of using silk screening or heat transfers, this process results in a really high quality t-shirt that allows them to use multiple colors, gives a picture that lasts longer, and offers a really superb feel in the shirt. I'm wearing one right now. I want you guys to check out the website, and then we'll jump over to the close-up camera where I'll show you a bunch of the shirts that they sent me. So we're going to focus on the men's shirts today because I'm a man. And they have their shirts broken out into three categories. You have images from the modern era, images from the medieval era, and images from the ancient era. And I have a couple shirts from each category to show you once we switch over. But basically, you can scroll through and see all of the images that they have available, and there is a ton. And you guys know I'm into skulls. They've got a lot of skull patterns, but they've got other stuff too, which is interesting as well. So once you're ready to select a shirt, all you do is click on it. Here's the one I happen to be wearing right now, the Jack the Ripper shirt. If I first scroll down, you'll see a little brief description about the shirt. Talks about Jack the Ripper and who he is and where the shirt was inspired from. And then a little information on the shirts themselves, what they're made from, that they're pre-shrunk and all that good stuff. Then you can actually go into the selection process. And although the image is here, you can actually pick from a variety of colors for the shirt. So let's say you just want plain white, you can do that. Let's say you want smoke gray, you can choose that. Here's the color I have now, navy. If you want black, you can choose black. So the ability to use this digital screening process allows them to print the shirts as needed. And that allows you to pick any color that you want for your shirt, which is great. You're not limited to black only or white only, which is the case with most shirts. So again, there's the blue that I have, there's black. Now each shirt sells for $24, but again, you're getting super high quality. Designer t-shirts go for 2 or 3 times that amount. I think $24 is pretty reasonable for a shirt with this quality. So that's a brief look at their website. I will put a link in the sidebar. Let's jump over to the other camera and I will show you the shirts up close and personal. Alright, so first let's take a look at the shirts. If you're familiar with Hanes Beefy Tees, that's what these shirts are made from, and those are some of the best quality t-shirts I've come across. I'm a t-shirt guy, that's what I wear almost every day, and Hanes Beefy Tees are some of the better t-shirts I've found. Why are they so good? Well, number one, they're pre-shrunk, so when you go to wash these, they won't shrink. Number two, you can see the neck is reinforced, it's stitched. Let me zoom in there. You can see the stitching there. So it's not going to rip or tear. The graphic on these things feels awesome. Like I said, you can actually feel it when you're on your hand. It's silky smooth, and it's not going to fade or anything like that. So there's that Jack the Ripper design. Let me move up so you guys can see it. I mean, you can see how colorful and bright it is. It looks absolutely awesome. I'm telling you, these are some of the greatest t-shirts, some of the best quality that I've come across. And again, for that $24 price tag, you're getting a super high quality t-shirt. I would expect to pay, $50 for a t-shirt of this quality, with this kind of pattern printed on it. Some of those original Ed Hardy t-shirts, they go for way more than this. And this is, of good quality, as the same quality as those. So there's the Jack the Ripper one. Let me bounce off and show you another one. This one's called Fatal Seduction. Fatal Seduction. So it's got a, feudal Japanese woman on there that's, beautiful and seductive, and this is kind of a brownish shirt, and again, the same beautiful looking design that's in multiple colors. I mean, look at all the colors they use on this thing. I mean, you've got blue and yellow and brown and green, all blended in, and again, it feels absolutely silky smooth and really wonderful. So this one's called Spartan Vengeance. It's a modern depiction of the Spartans and their ferocity. You can see Spartan horsehair, wings, sword, and all the decoration on the backdrop. It says Vengeance across the bottom. Again, another, sharp looking shirt. The same, colorful pattern on here, design on here that just feels great. This color combination looks real nice. Let me move that up a little bit so you can see it. That is the Spartan Vengeance shirt. So if you've read any of the books on the Da Vinci Code, you probably know, or seen the movie, you probably know about the Knights Templar. This is the Knights Templar t-shirt, one of the most influential Christian orders during the Crusades. This shirt is a take on that and the code that they live by. You can see Knights Templar across the top with the skulls, and it's got a saying in Latin across the bottom. Another, nice color combination, this kind of off-white with the reddish color looks really nice. So that's the Knights Templar t-shirt. All right, this one's called the Byzantine Eagle. This is actually a symbol of the Byzantine Empire from long ago. The head on the left is supposed to symbolize Rome. The one on the right is supposed to symbolize Constantinople, and this is, the original symbol of the Byzantine Empire. Another, unique shirt. Again, I like the look of this dark one. I showed you a bunch of lighter ones. This is a darker color, and the dark on dark or the black on gray looks really sharp. This stands out really nice. Again, I don't want to, beat a dead horse, but every one of these shirts has this, really unique digital transfer pattern that looks awesome and feels great. The last shirt I'm going to show you is called the Fallen Order. This is a symbol of the Teutonic Order, which was a powerhouse in medieval Europe. We're getting a bit of a history lesson here, but superior on the battlefield. Up back, we're talking in the 1400s. And again, it's got this, I think it's maybe a raven on top with the skulls and the sword. And another just absolutely, gorgeous looking shirt. It's got there, you can see the Teutonic Order. I wanted to show you the packaging. Each shirt does come individually wrapped in a bag with their sticker on there. And, individually packaged. So if you want to give these things as gifts or order them for yourselves, they don't just come, the t-shirt kind of thrown together. They're folded nicely and neatly and individually packaged for, you to enjoy. All right, so that was a brief look at Darktide t-shirts and some of their offerings. Again, I can't stress enough, the quality on these things is, as good as any t-shirt I've ever come across. The image absolutely looks as good as it feels. It's going to last a long time. It's not going to fade. The t-shirt won't shrink. These are shirts that you should have around, in your wardrobe for a long time. So I will put a link to the description to Darktide Tees in the sidebar. I strongly suggest go check them out. Even if you didn't like any of the designs I showed you here, and there was a ton I showed you, there are a ton more. I'm sure you'll come across one or two that you like on their site because there's that many on there. I mean, it goes on and on. So head over to Darktide Tees, check them out, link in the description. If you have any questions about these shirts or anything else, you know how to get a hold of me. Otherwise, you have a great day.